Thanks, Rochelle. We look forward to staying on this critical story. And now, another example that America is not alone when it comes to Black lives being in danger and needing help. I spoke with Miss Sabrina Elba about her latest mission in Africa with husband Idris, and it kicks off this week's edition of Black All Over the World. Sabrina Elba, an activist at heart.
Global hunger is increasing at alarming rates, made worse by climate shocks and the pandemic. We need to care about the people who plant the seeds around us.
Putting in the work as a global citizen on a mission to improve the continent one country at a time, from her Somali roots to Sierra Leone.
From the moment that you set foot on Africa, no matter what country it is, what do you always take home with you after the trip?
It's just that general energy that you get where you feel like, and any part of it could be home. Like I could settle down here right now on this block and feel like the people around me have accepted me.
The UN Goodwill Ambassador for IFAD, International Fund for Agricultural Development, tells me she's helping to launch a crisis response initiative to provide humanitarian aid to countries in need.
Sometimes getting back into the field and connecting with the people and seeing the reason that you do the work you do is just, it's so important.
Can you explain the ripple effect of the war in Ukraine and how it impacts countries that were already struggling, like Somalia?
As you know, drought and famine is now more serious in Somalia than it's ever been. But the war has made it far greater in terms of getting support to the people. For instance, Somalia gets 100% of its wheat from Ukraine via Egypt.
Sabrina also shares the exciting new campaign, Walk a Mile in My Shoes Season 2 collection.
Tell me about this campaign that you also have with Idris and the big launch.
I'm so excited. Christian Louboutin is a good friend of ours. He was watching a live that we were doing sort of in the middle of COVID 2 years ago now, speaking to one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, seeing the videos that we were seeing and hearing about the brutality that we were seeing. And he reached out to us from a very vulnerable place saying that he wants to give back. You know, we're both very strong believers that everyone can give back. Give back how you feel best suited to.
The campaign collab with Christian Louboutin features men's and women's footwear and aims to donate 100% of the proceeds to 6 organizations. One of the organizations is Somali-based nonprofit Elba Peace. Thank you, Sabrina, for all you do for the motherland. Now, let's take you across the globe on other important issues headlining What's Black All Over the World. First up, we head to Haiti in a story we've been covering on Revolt Black News Weekly. The Biden administration is being criticized for expelling nearly 4,000 Haitian migrants on 36 deportation flights in May. This is according to a New York Times report. Migrants have been fleeing to escape gang violence, political unrest, rising poverty, and the list goes on. And once they make it to the U.S. border, facing the risk of being deported back immediately. Next up, Sudan. The UN is condemning the continued crackdown on protesters in the country. The organization is calling for all protesters who are detained to be released. A protester was recently shot dead, which sparked outrage and frustration. According to the Sudan Doctors Committee, more than 4,400 people have been wounded since the coup. Let's head over to Egypt, where archaeologists have discovered hundreds of ancient artifacts more than 2,000 years old. Historians unearthed it near Cairo, which included preserved mummies, statues, and artwork. The artwork was put on display for the public, and it drew And the countdown continues for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, the most anticipated international tournament across the globe. We want to highlight that 5 African countries qualify for the series: Senegal, Ghana, Tunisia, Morocco, and Cameroon. Congratulations to the teams. And when we return, special correspondent Rochelle Ritchie takes us back to the States with a surprising story that goes inside the mind of a criminal and how they're keeping up with the politics. That's up next.